man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone.
There we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Open man is Trey Burton. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 77 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. This one into the hands of Burton. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's McCaffrey, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe it's way better to get your Thursday night game out of the way early before the body has been through too much. So if you ask people on scheduling, they want to play it early, not late.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's go. AG Gator. Go on. Go on. Pick it up, man. Kill. Get it.
On 3rd down. It's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Philip Lindsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. What's good on the extra point? Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got Burton here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Looking to throw, Haskins. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins underneath to the tight end, Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone, his second sack of the night. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Mack, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back out you a long way.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 17-14, a minute 37 remaining. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throw over the middle, it's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Another run by Lindsey.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. McCaffrey. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Hey, Orbit. Give me some. Give me some. Hey, go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Shaq, we got him. We got him.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. This quarterback now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Now it's Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a